Color e-readers are getting more and more popular, and for good reason. Not only do they feature the same great e-ink displays of the old black and white models, but most support around 4,000 colors that make the pages of manga, graphic novels, and even web content come to life. But there are a few hidden downsides you may not know about, and it means some people may want to hold on to their black and white models even after they grab a new color e-reader. For this review, I'm using the Onyx Books Go, Color 7 Gen 2, yeah, it's a mouthful, and the Onyx Books Page as main examples. But the concepts remain the same across every model that I've used to date. First up, let's look at clarity and brightness. Anyone coming from a black and white e-reader will immediately notice the clarity difference on a color e-reader. No, I don't mean it looks better. Color e-readers actually have a more digital look that almost makes them feel older in a weird way. Text and images have a clear, pixelated look on a color e-reader, while black and white e-readers look like ink printed on a piece of paper. You'll even notice this effect on plain white backgrounds, where the color is solid on a black and white e-reader, while it's got a defined grainy texture on a color e-reader. The reason behind this lies in the way each screen technology works. On a traditional black and white e-ink screen, the display is made up of white and black particles. One color is positively charged, while the other is negatively charged. To create text and other images, these particles are magnetically charged to either rise to the surface or fall down into a storage bin below. This is why e-ink still displays an image even when the power is completely off, and it makes the display look essentially identical to regular ink, which is basically just a bunch of ink particles stuck to paper. Color e-ink follows the same basic principle, but it adds a layer of 3 colored bins to the equation. To make a color, a specific number of white and black particles are brought into each bin. The light that's scattered through these colored bins makes our eyes see a lighter or darker color depending on how many black or white particles are in the bin. This pixel-like structure creates a more pixelated look to the display, giving color e-ink a more grainy texture. Not only that, but these bins prohibit some light from scattering across the surface, while traditional black and white e-ink is just a flat canvas that scatters light like paper. The result is that color e-ink displays are significantly darker than black and white e-ink, even in direct sunlight. That also means the front lights are less bright, and I measure that the Go color here is literally half the brightness of the old Books Page. We're talking 250 nits versus 500 nits. That's a handful of major disadvantages for color e-ink. But there's also a ton to love about newer e-ink displays like the one on the Go Color 7 Gen 2. Having color is an obvious improvement since life isn't displayed in black and white. It's like upgrading from a black and white TV to a color one. And color e-ink displays have better refresh rates than black and white e-readers that I've used. Look at the difference side by side when I turn a page in the Google Play Books app. The Go Color 7 Gen 2 on the left is super smooth compared to the older black and white Books Page on the right. There are also a ton of little enhancements to the design and OS that make the Books Go Color 7 Gen 2 a better e-reader. The back has this lovely texture applied to it, which feels so much better than most of the smooth plastic e-readers that I have, and it's a nice little fidget toy to scratch my fingers across while reading. The buttons are more raised and separated, making them nicer to press, and the OS has been redesigned in many ways, offering a significantly better e-ink center that simplifies changing the screen mode for reading. It's also got an intelligent new automatic algorithm that will detect how you use the app and adjust the screen refresh rate and quality on the fly. Overall, this is a better e-reader even with its downsides, but color e-ink isn't a direct upgrade in every way. If you just read books on these devices, there's really no reason to get a color one since the black and white ones are brighter and look better for this purpose. But if you love reading manga, comics, graphic novels, or other color content and want a display that's nicer on your eyes than your phone, a color e-reader is the right choice. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and drop a like on this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.